Hello. Good evening and welcome to Gilded Age, a Cypher system actual play about nascent heroes in a world that is entirely unprepared for them. I am Night Wanderer D, and I am the storyteller here to delight, excite, and ignite the whimsies of my players, who are, in no particular order, Alice,
Yay. I'm Alice, or Elizabeth McCrow today. A little bit tired, but trying my best.
tired but here. That's all we can hope for.
Here and cozy.
Ben,
Hello, I am Ben Newbont, and today I'm playing Rexplode, the Hellborn vagrant who abides in stone. I'm going to try not to explode today.
yeah, let's see how that goes.
Please.
Adam.
Today, specifically.
Specifically today. Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Soulby most places on the internet. Today I will be playing Remy Graves, the mutant mesmer of 1,000 faces.
And Glitch.
Hi everybody, I'm Glitch. Sorry, none of my stuff is working for me right now. I'm playing Victor, who is having a time.
He certainly is. Victor is very much having a time, and he's very good at it. John.
Sure is. Yeah.
Hello, coming at you from the frame rate dimension. It's me, John, and today I am playing Yesterday, the fast speedster who shreds the walls of the world. And he is as tired as, or he looks as tired as everyone else feels.
Absolutely. And Pandora.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. I think I will be playing Coraline Templeton, the weird sympathetic who solves mysteries with a cozy magic flavor and has had 5 hours of sleep in the last 60.
So,
Sounds awesome.
as you can see, we're hitting the ground. Now,
That.
yep, it's all just face skidding from here on out. Alrighty. Now, this is very exciting. We are in our penultimate episode. We are in our penultimate topic theme thing. Because our next episode, or our next kind of chapter, let's say this is the penultimate chapter, because our next chapter is going to be 2 episodes, which are going to be the 2-episode finale at the big old grand gala that my players just decided they wanted to have. So we are rolling with that.
You're welcome.
I'd like to remind everyone that this started as a joke. I meant it as a joke, and it's spun so far out of my control, and I'm just too excited to say no.
No, yes, the natural evolution of everything we've done in the campaign up until now is a formal masquerade ball, obviously.
Absolutely. Yes.
It
was always
flows
leading to it.
directly from
Yes.
everything we've experienced.
Yes, corpse controlling trees, zombie infestations, dream monsters, sky jellyfish. What else have we had? We have had the agents and police. We have had
The romance combat with the robot.
the
Rombat.
rombat.
Right, the wrong
The Rombat with the robot.
Yeah, forget the Rombat.
All of this naturally correlate. Of course, the business, the marketplace, the stock marketplace. All of this naturally coalesces into a masked ball for the rich and the famous.
Right, yeah.
So,
Look, it could have gone so much worse.
yes, yeah, absolutely. It could have been much much worse. With all
It
of the
still-
time
it
loops and
still
time
can.
shenanigans. Well, we will
Still
see.
can.
We will see. So what we are doing today is we are picking up on a day of the week. We are not bound to that. All of our characters have had more than enough time to fully replenish their resources. And what we are going to do today is we are going to plan for the gala. So this is the space that the characters now have in the run-up to the big event to plan the most important things, such as their masks, their costumes, their looks, their entrances, and all the other unimportant things, such as ways to trap, persuade, or otherwise dispose of the being that is currently threatening all of reality. But
Mm-hmm.
before
We're doing a whole shopping episode.
Yes, it's a whole dang shopping episode. Now, as I had previously mentioned in one of our episodes, the characters and the players themselves have had the opportunity to use a little bit of their XP to employ any and all of their allies that they have gained throughout the game, throughout the chapters. We have a couple of them. We have the speedster who helped them with the tree. We have the no longer business stock marketplace, but actually Sacred Heart Hospital, alien replicant technology AIs. We've got a couple of other people there. As part of this episode, as part of this preparation time, you now are all free to call these people in to help you at the gala. These are all people whom you have helped who are very much willing to help you in return, especially if it concerns, saving the world and the universe as we know it. So, please, I entirely leave this up to you. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I leave this entirely up to you, we do have one tiny little bit of housekeeping to do, in-game housekeeping, namely the waking up of one Jesse Turday from
Holy crap.
almost comatose state that he fell into after some weird things happened. Now, over the course of the past couple of days, Jesse has been displaying a certain amount of change in his physicality. In fact, it was slightly worrying for the first bit because he seemed to be sort of losing a little bit of his youthful redness to his cheeks, and he seemed to be getting a little bit gaunter by the day. But now he opens his eyes. Now, who would be at this particular moment next to Jesse taking care of him? I am assuming that someone was monitoring him at all times. You guys can absolutely decide if you want to have a small amount of people or everyone taking shifts or just one person. That is entirely up to you. But who is next to Jesse at this moment?
Well, I don't know if anybody has like active medical training, but
No.
Cora has that that scan ability that like just tells you stuff about a thing or person. So she might have just been like using it as a ad hoc, like, machine that beeps. So just to see if anything changed, so she would know when that happened.
Victor is busy trying to rewire literally every piece of tech he has with him to prepare for this plan against gold, because I gave him a lot of work to do last episode. So if he's in the warehouse, it's not anywhere near Jesse. He has done that thing where he has lost track of the days.
Turn all the dials to defeat Time God.
Yeah.
I think Remy would
Give that
have
so much to do.
what's his name? His assistant, his driver.
Dwight.
I also keep forgetting like his name, and that is so it is so incredibly funny because that is the name that we have had ever since the World of Darkness one shot. Like it's the same name.
I still can't remember it.
But we keep forgetting it, actually.
The same insignificant bursts.
Yeah.
I killed him off once.
First we cut him in half, then we just make him our chauffeur and forget his name every day.
But yeah, I think he would have him just sort of.
Was it like
hanging out,
Duncan
keeping
or
watch.
Dustin or something?
Duncan.
Duncan.
I'm writing that down right now.
I feel
It'll
like
get
that's
lost
a
somehow.
donut shop callback too.
Yeah, he's also could be. He's technically like a level 3 follower, level 2 follower, so he could have training in things. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
given him other than driving. I've never given him any training.
Oh, we care so little about this person. I mean, Rex doesn't need to sleep or eat or breathe, so I mean, he can keep watch, but he probably has a horrendous bedside manner. So like, you don't want him trying to like check on him or like anything. Like, you don't want him to poke him with a finger in case he like breaks his arm.
Yeah.
Hell of a heating pad, though.
Yeah, it's keeping him
Yeah.
warm.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true. I think Lily could be around because she doesn't know how to prepare for the gala besides shopping.
Okay.
Because all the things that she knows, she's evolving some of her how do you say, not features, abilities. She's training her dark matter stuff, and so she's trying to get better at that. But I think she would do that in a warehouse
Mm-hmm.
and not somewhere else. So she could be around definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One interesting thing that has kind of like happened slash changed within the warehouse itself that you notice, Lily, it's not going to be like particularly useful in like the future events that are happening, but you do notice that any abilities that you use that pertain to the void that you are able to kind of manipulate are actually easier to do within the warehouse. Like they are all of void related tasks are one step eased when you are within the confines of the warehouse.
Nice.
Which is not
Because of
concerning
the
at all.
angel
Wait,
void person.
what a completely non-alarming piece of news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's home.
Don't have to be worried about that at all.
Of course,
It's
it's not the
fine.
warehouse. It's because of me getting better at things, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right.
Obviously.
So there's no reason for me to believe that something with this warehouse is wrong.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Lily and Cora are the ones who are next to Jess as he wakes up. Jess, describe to us what has actually physically changed.
So, yeah, he looks infinitely more tired. Definitely paler, at like D said. His cheeks are sunken. You can probably like actually see some of the bone features of his skull. Let's see. Was that? I think there was some other. Oh, right. So yeah, he opens his eyes and looks around, and he kind of had like a violety eyes before, like you kind of remember that, like odd eye color, but this time it's just his whole eye is just galaxy, like a blind owl, and definitely looking around, giving the person that just took an 18-hour nap style one eye blink and then the other. It's just like, I need a toothbrush. Yeah.
Cora immediately reaches into her bag. I was gonna do that anyway, but then he said it aloud.
Yep. Yep, you find like you find like a little baggie that has within it a toothbrush, paste, a cup, and a small bottle of like water.
Yeah, he
Emergency kit.
starts
I've actually learned that they make toothbrushes now that are like sort of disposable ones that have like
Oh,
powdered
yeah, with
toothpaste
the little-
embedded in the
Oh.
bristles. So all you do is stick it in your mouth and start brushing. As long as you have spit, you're
They're kind
Oh.
of the
Yeah.
best invention in the entire world.
Yeah,
I
it's
say
magic.
as a
It's
disabled
magic.
person. They're amazing. I love
Some
those
of the
things.
fancier airlines give them to you. Yeah.
Yeah, just as using that, and he looks at Cora and says, "Okay, I never need a sample of the bubonic plague. Never give me a sample of the bubonic plague."
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not in charge of the bag.
Or,
But
well, no, but like if somebody needs something, then the bag gives it to you, but it doesn't really guarantee your safety after you have the thing. And if somebody breaks the vial, then you have bubonic plague.
okay.
It's awful.
I
Just
So
kinda
you're
1,000-yard
not
stare.
feeling too much better?
I feel very tired.
Okay. Besides being tired, feeling depressed, or
What?
I don't know.
well,
Doesn't sound too.
you were kind of in a coma for a while, and that's not actually restful as far as I understand it. So
No.
It's not. Wait, how
I'm
long?
gonna take
Is
another
gold-
nap.
Did gold kill us all?
Nope.
Oh no, is this a time loop? What? Okay, no, it wouldn't be a time loop. It would be a different dimension where there's different timeline. And
Everything's a time.
who
loop until you
else
lose.
dead?
Everyone else who was dead like 18 hours before.
Yes.
I don't know
Oh.
how whatever you're
Wait.
doing works, so no one.
Has Rex gone nuclear?
Not.
Okay, good.
No. He's
Okay.
still somewhere.
Remy's still on our side, right? Like he's not like business partners with gold.
No.
Okay.
Not
Okay,
that
that's
I
good.
know.
Let's see.
The rest of you do hear
But you-
conversation coming from where Jesse is, so if you want to, you can make your way up there.
Could you please tell me that you're just talking about dreams that you had and not about some weird timeline shit that could happen?
No, it was weird timeline shit, and I think it happened. Pretty sure it happened. Okay, wait. Does Victor have a limp?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Are we though?
I don't know.
Well, Rex
Ooh,
isn't
I
a
see
nuclear
something
powered mountain
weird
god, and Victor has a limp.
Did I
and-
also? Yeah, okay. But then, did
Okay,
I do
but-
something weird in another timeline?
Yes.
Or am I doing the same every? Okay.
Well, no, you're. Everyone's a little different. It changes from time to time.
Right, but like the scope you were talking about, right? Like so bubonic plague, giant
Yeah.
nuclear mountain,
Yeah.
and then Victor not limping.
Yeah. No, that one was
Wha-
pretty bad.
And
But-
Snake Boy being partner with
Oh
Gold.
yes, yeah, right. Remy flipping sides. Why those
Yeah,
why
yeah.
is the leg thing on that scale?
He will get
Please
real
don't
close
ask that question.
to her and say, "You do not understand how unstoppable he is without that limp.
Oh, God.
That keeps him in check most times."
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
That's good shit.
Okay.
I kind of prefer
Other times it's
this
Jace that keeps him
timeline.
in check, but if Jace is gone and also the limp is gone, then yeah, no, he's a massive threat.
Now, a point of order here. Victor,
Yes.
has Jace actually been revealed to the group at this point? I cannot remember.
I would think it would reach the point where
Didn't we have to go rescue
I
him
think
at one
because
point?
You
I
did
gave
go
did have
him
to
so much
rescue,
work to do. I mean, he's definitely, I think, mentioned to Jace, but like,
Mhm.
you know how I was telling the group, like, oh my god, Victor acknowledged that this group is his friends in like the span of 2 weeks, and that's crazy. He still just calls Jace his partner,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
no other, like, not his boyfriend, not like just his partner. So that's why that was like a monumental thing for him
Yeah.
to acknowledge other people as his friends.
So I think that
But I think he would have introduced them, but not in like the traditional way. I think he would have been like, I have so much work to get done before this masquerade, and he would have like dragged Jace to the other warehouse with
yeah.
him and would have immediately put him to work.
Yeah.
And then Jace had to introduce himself to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. And also I think at this point I think that the way Victor has introduced quote unquote Jace to the group makes this information a bit more of a shocker because it implies a much closer relationship between the two of them than what has previously been hinted at.
Yeah.
Everything that was just said is shocking.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
And
it
that's
is
said,
it
like,
is
as
also a new
Victor is
thing.
actively in the corner, like arguing with Jace over like
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
on a machine. So you know.
Hmm.
Whether or not you choose to believe that statement that just said, totally up to each individual
Absolutely.
person.
Yeah.
At least you know you should never, ever, ever allow Victor to go to physiotherapy.
Yes. If that man ever starts walking normally, you got to get the crowbar.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That paints a picture.
Yeah, statement to say.
Cora like glances uneasily at her bag.
I think
Okay.
Rex like wanders over to the group as they're like chatting to Jess, and it's like, "Oh, hey Jess, you're awake. Cora, did you manage to find a fireproof tuxedo in your bag for me yet?"
Well,
No plague.
not exactly, no. But
Damn it.
yeah, it's like tricky. Like there's I found a cipher that's sort of in that direction, but not really, not exactly, not really. It'd be very complicated and unhelpful. So no.
Okay, we'll look again tomorrow. Jess,
Huh,
you're
what?
looking
Yeah.
a bit pale, bud.
Yeah, he was interested if you're still you.
I'm always me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's as long as he's him, that's fine. It's when he's not him that's the problem. You didn't eat the rock, did you?
Which one?
The time rock, or no, the anti-time rock. The rock of the thing.
Is
What
that
the
one with
fuck?
herbs?
There's-
I don't think it had her. I don't think it could have herbs.
I don't
He's
think
stopping
so.
and it's like he's trying to like replay things and it's like, okay, no, you don't have that yet. Okay, no, never mind. No, you're good.
I haven't eaten any pebbles lately. I just do that shit for fun sometimes.
Can you digest things or does it all just burn?
It mostly doesn't make it down the tracks. I haven't had food in a few months, maybe. I can't remember when this all
you.
started. But I get these little pebbles, I chew them, and then shit happens.
Would you please
Yeah,
stop
maybe
that?
be careful when chewing some of
I
them.
don't like the description
Is
and
that
stuff
is that
happening.
literal though?
Yeah, to be clear, that's how his ciphers work. He has like pebbles that are like jelly beans or something, and he eats them, and then it activates a cipher.
Right, but okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Please stop.
So when Jesse asks him, "Have you eaten any stones lately?" he's like, "Well, yeah."
But then he actively digests them, and when you said shit happens, that's like ambiguous, right?
I
Just
see, I
just
see.
just a little stalagmite.
Mm.
Sometimes they're a
Anywho,
little stalagmite.
so
Hmm.
about the whole world ending thing,
Which one?
the one
The current one, if that's
Um,
helpful.
Which one?
The one where
don't know.
Rex is Rex and Snakeboy is not partnering and uh, everyone is
Oh, okay, yeah.
with his limbs.
No, I haven't gotten through that one now.
So, well, I did want to ask though, because you were talking about all of these things that were, generically super bad. Did any of them happen to just like kill the gold guy, or like nuclear mountain or bubonic plague or any of that? No.
Well, D.
um,
hate it.
it seemed that
So
every bad future that you ended up in lost track of what happened to gold.
Nice.
he could have. I don't know. Once the apocalypse happens, it's kind of hard to keep track of people. And then he'll motion towards Rex, except for Rex.
Maybe I'm not people. Maybe it's easy to keep track of not people.
You're definitely people.
Well, no, you're
Stone
easy to
people.
keep track of because you're sometimes the size of Mount St. Helens.
Cool.
That's so specific.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very specific. 1,000-yard stare.
Well, so we have the two things that we're then trying to work out, right? A, how to, go to this thing and look pretty, but not too pretty. And also,
No such thing as too pretty.
Oh, is that the goal that we're trying not to look too good? I might have to restart my
What?
art draft.
While
I
this
guess-
is
I mean,
all
if you're
happening,
expecting me to not look conspicuous,
this whole time, while Victor and Jace were working, Remy's just been following them around with the measuring tapes, like thinking about. What were you thinking?
Victor just keeps motioning to Jace because he wouldn't fashion. No, Victor would be like, I don't know. Jace can decide the outfits, and Jace's would probably use that to his advantage because Jace.
well, the second part is, how to do anything that will stop the gold guy from like ruining everything. And maybe
Well, I'm not
maybe
sure if
the
it's
clothes
him
will
that's
have
ruining
something-
everything.
Well,
It might be his partner who's ruining everything, because his partner seems to kind of be the one putting him on this track.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what do we know about this partner?
He is harder to nail down than Gold was.
Wow. So many informations. I can't keep track of them all.
Hang on.
Mhm.
I feel that.
Wait, so is he a bit more like the Jace in the relationship or the Victor?
I think he would be closer to Victor, because Gold is the more charismatic one. And
Mhm.
the
You
the
just hear
partner
Victor
is
shout
more
in the background,
calculated.
I'm fun and charismatic, thank you. He's not, and he knows that.
You're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
I mean, sometimes you're charismatic.
I
And
know
those
I
other
am.
times he doesn't have the limp.
Are you speaking of this timeline or another one?
Not this one.
Where is it? Oh my god, I know I wrote this down. Where am I from? Not that. That's
This is
so
actual
funny, though.
Victor here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
There's a
Okay.
reason that I decided to play this character for this campaign specifically. I know what I am.
So it seems like there's a fundamental problem in that we have one of those, 3-step plans. Go to a masquerade ball, ? World doesn't end.
Profit.
And we need the middle part. So
Okay, I have what did I write down? The person who made the blueprint for that machine that Victor now has just like a mental image of in his mind, that was made by this person. That his partner specifically is responsible for the combination of the timelines, not gold, and it was probably a machine that that person made that has caused everything. AKA science, so exact and specific and good to the point that it's magic. AKA technology Victor has seen before. This is why he knows this. That's all I wrote. That because that's all we know about his partner.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
totally. It's not like I tried to get more information or anything.
did the partner make the mind control collars too? Is that a thing, or is that what the first thing was?
That we
I think
don't
they were made by the
know.
machine, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
made by
Yeah.
a machine at the jewelry company.
The machine created the collars, but there would have to have been a blueprint made according to which the machine can make them. Like the machine doesn't have like preloaded items that it can create.
Which was created by Gold's partner, the blueprint for the machine.
Mhm.
Okay. Remind me, do we have access to that machine still, or could we, or is that? Did it get melted or broken or stolen?
It
or
still
thrown into
exists.
space?
It still exists. Getting to it physically would be a little difficult, but by all technicality, Victor has I can technically access it vaguely in 2 different ways. One, using my power of distance viewing, because that's a thing that I have. And 2, when I was there, when we were there at the company, I rolled so good that Victor just now has a perfect image of that machine as if the blueprint were just in his head. That's how well I
Like
rolled that.
Victor, given time and materials, Victor could absolutely create this machine, create a second one of these machines.
Yeah.
We
So
technically did contract them to make masks for the
Yeah.
party. So
also
it's-
that.
we still technically we have an in at the get things
Yeah.
from them, but I mean,
So
the effectiveness of that.
I guess the idea I was having there was that if this machine can make sort of arbitrarily useful things, even useful in mind control collar ways, not standard, that if I were to go looking for a blueprint that would be useful, and then we put it in there and see what comes out. But that's that's just sort of how I do things, and it's not super comforting.
Holy shit, we can use the machine to make me a suit.
I mean, probably.
Do you want the suit before or after it makes you Excalibur?
Actually,
I didn't order that.
we just
Has
want
that
this.
happened? Is that true yet?
We want the scabbard first, right? I think that's more useful. We need to buy just a whole bunch of tungsten and just throw it around the warehouse.
Why tungsten?
If we make tungsten basically easy to get because it's just lying around everywhere, then it's a lot more likely for me to pull tuxedo made of it out of the bag.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Because it has to be like, it can't be too fancy.
Gotcha.
A tuxedo is literally fancy.
Well, I mean,
Just-
the
you
machine
need
can
like
make
you,
us
you need
literally
like
anything.
common tungsten.
Just everyday tungsten.
Yeah, just your run of the mill everyday tungsten.
Yes,
Go to the
not-
bakery, grab a loaf of bread, buy some tungsten along the way back.
Not brand name tungsten.
Yeah.
Sam's choice.
Kirkland Select tungsten.
Yeah.
Not the Yves Rocher tungsten.
But yeah. I would love for there to be better ideas than any of those that I have expressed out loud. If anyone's saving them for a dramatic moment, we might want to
There is
sort of
one
push that up.
kind of loose end-ish. Jesse had managed to make the transfer of data from the Smith and Gold company computer to his email.
Hell yeah.
From that, you've already learned about the family, like the children of Smith and Gold who currently own the company. One more thing, because I'm gonna say a lot of time, enough time has passed for you guys to be able to also cross-reference all of this data, because it's a massive amount of data, a lot of which is just clutter. One interesting thing is that Francine Lowe, she used to be a smith, but then she married she married Weldon Lowe. Weldon Lowe's father, Murray Lowe, was the creator of the machine.
What was that name again? Weldon?
Sorry.
Weldon Lowe is the guy whom Francine married. His father, Murray, was the guy who created the machine.
Now, from the way that sounds, I know many people would assume that means Murray Lowe is Gold's partner, but just because he created the machine doesn't mean he created the blueprint for the machine.
Murray's dead.
Keep that in mind.
Theoretically, in this timeline.
It would never be that simple. Something else would be a completely different person, because it would never be that simple. If it is, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, if that's the case, I will make you some puppies.
Thanks.
Oh, there they are.
Oh my god.
Good timing.
That is a
Every
theatrically
time.
trained dog. That is amazing. That is
Your dog is like, we can't even say an unpaid actor at this point. At this point, he's like a paid part
absolute
of this
fucking
campaign.
legend.
So now that it's been put in his mind, Rex will be contacting the company that holds the machine and be like, alongside the sword that I ordered, can I also get a suit? It needs to be heat resistant to like 1200 Kelvin. Maybe some shoes too.
I mean, we generally specialize in bespoke jewelry, but I suppose.
You said that thing can make anything, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Would you like to I guess come in for a fitting sometime?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna need a special bespoke mask. I know you're making some regular masks for the gala. Okay, I'm gonna need something special.
Okay. Yes, well, bring us the design for your mask, and that can be made. That is no problem.
Rex holds in front of him like a large tablet, and that he's been scrawling on, and you can see like a crayon style design on it.
It's just a rough sketch. You have to start
Yeah.
with the rough sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can work with one of our designers to refine um, that blob.
He's very proud of this
Yeah.
design. It's like a toddler with a
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That can be organized.
Okay.
So if
Well,
we
first
need to
of all,
go
this is
back
all
to that
very important
place
points.
with the machine, we can do that at any time. It's all good.
So, what I'm hearing is we got maybe two uh, quasi plausible avenues here. One, find something useful that the machine can spit out. Uh, two, find somebody who knows more about the machine that might relate to the general everything. Is that last part right, or was was the answer that person's dead and can't be usefully talked to?
So as far as you guys are aware of or know, uh, Murray Lowe is dead and buried. Um,
But only in this timeline, right?
Oh no.
Not in all of them.
that is correct. Yes.
Why would you bring up that possibility? God damn
Well,
it.
I mean,
I have no idea how timelines work, but
there's a pretty easy uh there's a pretty straightforward nope. There's a way of checking that,
see?
I guess, which is, yeah, I can just try to find him, or find how to get to him, and if that just leads to a grave, then probably not bring a shovel. But if it leads to a house, then we knock.
Also,
I mean,
not
if you
with a
can do
shovel.
that, can you just can you just do that to Gold's partner?
Well, the problem is that it has to be something that I could legitimately figure out the hard way, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think I have enough information on that person to do that. Um, at least right now. But I might. It would just be lots harder, right? Because it's sort of like recursive.
It's like the degrees of separation.
Find the thing that lets me find the thing that lets me have enough information to find the partner, kind of stuff.
As a reminder, because you're like talking about all of the avenues and everything, is one of the ideas that you had previously in planning was to maybe make a replica of Gold's mask and have someone like pretend to be Gold at the gala to lure him out.
Right.
That was also a thing that you
the
had
larger,
considered.
So the idea, have the party, the game, then literally impersonate Gold and pretend to be this prophet. Basically, just get ahead of what he was on, what he's gonna do, and so either we discredit him immediately.
You're kind of breaking up occasionally, like it.
I think I'm leaning too far back. I apologize. So impersonate him and then preempt what we already know he's going to do by trying to establish himself as this great prophet who's going to save the world or whatever. And then try to immediately discredit him so that will never work, because his plan only works if he gains all this influence following and convinces everyone to play along and do all the things that he wants to do. And then B, if that does or does not work, it would at least probably draw him out if we're trying to circumvent his path to success, and then we at least know where he is. but then step.
Oh,
Oh, no, we've lost you completely.
Oh,
Then
What?
step.
yeah.
You like froze for a second there.
Oh wow,
You did a
that's being
Jesse
weird.
time skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So step 3 is if we do draw him out, then what do we do?
Right.
Right.
Uh,
Rex holds up a fist.
I mean that's a possibility. We don't. That
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I
yeah.
would like to say that we probably should keep him alive at least long enough to figure out like how to fix the multiverse.
Yeah. Right.
Just in case.
I have an idea though. If the discredited thing is useful, if we have somebody successfully pretending to be him, is then like start just, go start rambling about some really niche, terrible crypto coin, like like I can see the future, and you should buy, crap coin with the K and hold spelled wrong. That's
Yeah, no,
how
that
that
makes
works,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
Unless people then go do that, in which case.
Well, that's why we buy a bunch of it first, so that we can then intentionally tank it and we make all the money.
Right.
I guess that's win-win.
Right. For funding our Saving the World operation. I mean,
Jesse, is this how Remy turns bad?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same. Remy, could you please stop thinking about making money for this? Just don't.
this Vera Wang ain't gonna pay for
No,
herself. What do you think?
no, please.
no.
We would all feel better.
Yeah, if Duncan's here, then he's fine. Duncan wasn't integral, but Duncan kind of just fell into the whole thing. Like, it's fine. He would have partnered up with Gold beforehand. You're not partnered up with Gold, are you?
I mean, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to find him if it was.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Couldn't we try do you remember how he partnered up with Gold? Could we just
No, it was just in
replay
the...
this time soon?
No, I just read it in a newspaper, and
At this point, Jesse, as you're kind of like recalling all of these things and everything, you realize two things. One thing is that your memories of all of those alternate timelines and all of those alternate futures are starting to fade quite rapidly. You're no longer able to kind of maintain your grip on them, which is kind of weird because you generally were able to kind of keep track of all of these timelines because you were kind of like spread across them and you weren't dependent on the timeline. And as you kind of like go down that line of thought, you realize that that is no longer the case. You no longer have this feeling of being disconnected from the flow of time. Like you can no longer perceive it in that way that you used to be able to. It is no longer a thing that exists beside you. In fact, it doesn't seem to be a thing that exists, which leads you to think that you are in it and thus unable to perceive it.
so yeah, he just kind of like stops mid-sentence, and he looks around and like he's going to, as much as he can with no longer having visible pupils, he's gonna like try and keep like eye contact with someone and like stand up and just kind of like walk around them, just like, okay, I don't have
feel
my
like-
time.
Okay,
I don't have my time bullshit anymore.
that sounds good.
Yeah, yes and no.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because now I don't have to concentrate to be at everybody's speed. And now he's just pacing. Okay, nobody slows, so that's fun. That's good. That's good. I don't know anything. Just all gone.
At all?
Well, no, I know things that pertain to me, but they're the things that pertain to me now, not the things that pertain to me before or that will have had or not had pertain to me in the future,
Well,
or
where
sideways,
did you put them?
or parallel. I don't know. I think I broke them. When I put the book on the laptop, I think I broke everything.
Yeah.
Well, so at this point, Cora has a fairly deep desire to know what's going on in Jesse's head.
Yep.
Which,
Oh, one second. I can tell you.
which suggests that the well, the thing
That was
is,
a secret.
yes,
He said.
that the telepathy might kick in, but only if Jesse feels open to sharing.
Do you feel receptive
He-
to Cora?
He wouldn't reject it.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
is
that is close
too
enough.
focused on. Yeah, he is too focused on trying to figure out what he knows and what he doesn't know and what he thought he knew but no longer knows. And it is like he has gone to his earliest point of conscious memory as a child, and he's trying to work from there to this point.
Oh God.
God.
So I think you probably like come into his thoughts about at a point where an ice cream cone is like a scoop from an ice cream is falling onto the ground, and like causing like the furthering the snowballing effect of his crippling anxiety.
Yeah, that happened quite a lot.
No, John, tell me, what did, or you can also write it if you don't want to say it out loud, but like, what did you end up deciding with regards to the whole anxiety thing?
So, I think it is going to swap over from anxiety to manic depression.
Okay. Yep. And there is like,
And
yep.
That's awesome.
he is now spiraling hard.
And there is a point, like, as you kind of like go along with Jesse on this kind of trip down memory lane, there is a point where there just some like it's like a straight basically to give it a sort of a metaphor. It's like a highway, right? Like leading from his childhood to his adulthood, with like all of this, like the kind of like the dominating part is this building anxiety, and then at some point, that like highway becomes one of those incredibly impossible like knots of roads, kind of like you see in the wacky races, basically, which like some seem to be like just like loops that are infinite within themselves, others seem to be like branching off into nothingness and everything, and then at some points they kind of like start to converge again into a highway, go for a little bit, and then just cut off, and then after a while the highway starts up again, and you kind of like are able to deduce that this is sort of like the strange, like the confusing part is the point where Jesse became disconnected from the timeline and was able to perceive all of his possible selves, and then there's whatever happened when he went off into that like time loop and did the thing with the computer and everything, just cut all of that off and like just started a new line. And from this new line, the anxiety is gone, but something potentially much worse is present.
A lot of potholes.
Public service announcement to the audience: do not use time travel to treat your problems. Please go to a therapist.
Yes, please, God.
You're trained professionals. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, it's not actually positive for mental health.
No.
So Cora will be like, I guess, actually pretty concerned that Jessie is like projecting all of this to everyone in the room. she just doesn't know she's doing it right. So she's like, it's okay. Just, everything will be all right. She's trying really hard to convince herself of this. But she's not a therapist. She actively has an inability in social interaction, right? So, yeah.
So yeah, Josie is running around. Well, not running around, walking around, and spiraling. It's like, okay, no, I lost all the information. That's unfortunate. That everyone's gonna die. And I don't have a reset. If I can't reset, then I can't help again. And just like walks through a couch, keeps going. Okay, no, can't help. If I can't help, then what can I do?
Hang on.
Need to be able to help, but
Hang on. We go back
there
a
a
step.
button to
Walks
restart?
through again?
Oh, you can
Hang on. We
phase.
can't just skip past that. Hang on.
Yes, you guys see Jesse literally like walk through a couch, like phase through a couch.
Oh,
So you can do that.
huh? What?
You have
could you please go 4 steps back? Just do the same that you just did. Just go backwards.
You will watch him absolutely eat shit over this couch.
Well, that was different.
okay. Maybe it only works not in reverse because you.
I need a drink.
Oh wait, maybe it's like object permanence, but backwards in quantum mechanics, right? So if Jesse's not thinking about things, then they actually don't exist.
You get you get another wave of manic depression off of this.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Cora does not want to know what Jesse is thinking anymore.
Nope. It shuts off.
Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
I think it lasts for 10 minutes anyway.
Oh, no.
Or it could be something else. Anybody? Maybe our couch never existed. Does
Which
anybody remember
couch?
sitting on it?
It is fairly new because we had to replace the last one after it got burned.
Cora
Okay.
very
no, it's
tentatively
fine.
reaches out to poke the couch.
No, it's
Lily
perfectly
is
fine. The couch is real. Our
waiting-
eyes are real.
Lily's
Things we
waiting
observe are
until
true within our own-
Tess is starting to spiral again. And when she's in the same mood as before, she's just taking a chair and putting it in his way to see if he goes through it or falls
Right
over.
through it.
Amazing.
If that works once, she has to be sure that it really works. So she's asking someone, not talking, but with signs, pointing at the table and like, table? Is Jesse also just
I have
walking
no
straight
complaints.
through a table?
This is the proper scientific method to do this. You keep experimenting until you come to a
Yep.
Victor has
That's
never
science.
been prouder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do a bunch,
Just like, oh my
do a
God,
bunch
look
of
at
random
them.
things. Watch what happens
Yeah.
and write it down. That's science.
Yes.
Yep. So is Jesse just walking through the desk or the table? Or is he falling over?
If things are placed in front of him when he's not paying attention, then yeah, he'll just walk right through it.
Okay, I at the same time I love it and I hate it, but it is funny. But why?
The next step
What?
of the scientific equation.
I've just been talking to myself. Oh god. Sorry to interrupt you. Please continue.
Okay. Okay, so I'm
Taking
I'm cut
another
off from
chair.
the timeline, except for this timeline.
Okay.
So what can I do in this timeline?
This-
In
I can't make
the
case
timelines.
you want to talk with someone professional, I mean, he's not the most professional of all doctors, but I'm talking to him since the whole shit happens, and I kind of at least don't feel worse. And he's used to all of my shit, so I can give you the number of
Oh,
my
Do you have a
therapist.
Do you have a therapist?
Yeah.
Is he expensive?
No,
Wait, is this one of the aliens from Sacred Heart?
no, it is
they
when the
have ther-
whole no, it's
They
when the
probably have
whole
therapists if you ask them.
stuff started
fair.
and all the shit happens. The first thing I did was run to a therapist and start crying in front of the door so that he can't send me away. And since then, I visit him regularly. And I tell him everything without trying to make things not sound super crazy. So he's used to a lot of at least he's used to my shit, not your shit, but my shit. I just give Jesse the number. Please don't tell me that I sent you because then there might not be any appointments available.
Just look at the number, and as he does, like he'll look down and see that he is just standing inside of a chair,
Yep.
and then the chair just splinters apart. He's like, "Okay,
That was
wait.
very
No,
cheap shit. That was cheap material.
That-
I imagine the
you're-
character just like flying off in one direction like a glitched Gmod.
yeah,
trying to
that's what I
pull
was
that.
thinking. Gmod collision sounds. You're your barista's roommate sister or roommate? I don't know, whatever she was.
What?
So you took us to go get coffee, and
Yeah.
you were hitting on the barista, but then the
Yeah.
barista was gently trying to say no, but I don't know, you either weren't having it or you were very like not socially aware of what was going on. But anyways, he asked us to help with his partner, his buddy, his roommate.
Yeah.
Can she only summon horrors from nightmares, or does she just summon whatever she writes? Because if we have her write a script, she might be able to help with the finding and/or catching gold.
I don't think we ever actually found that out because we stopped her from writing literally anything else until we could confirm that, and then never went back to confirm it.
No,
here's
the thing. After I concussed her with a salt shaker, we told her not to, but one of us succeeded on a test, and it's like she's totally gonna write more.
True.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, we could, but you could also try to call the therapist.
Well, the therapist isn't going to be much help if we all die at the end of the gala. So,
I mean,
or
everyone
during.
will die at some point, right?
Or during.
In the part of living that it ends at some point.
That raises a good point, though, with regards to step 3. I mean, we know a lot of folks are kind of like us, one way or the other. Might be helpful in, once we draw gold out, doing something about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like if what's her name, Isabel? If Isabel could trap gold after we lure him out, that could be helpful. I don't know, if we need to cut lights or something, we know that electric guy.
Yeah, but if she writes down stuff that then really happens, why is she not writing down that gold suddenly recognizes what he's about to do and that everything can be good if he's just not doing that?
Because I think it's more of like a pocket dimension illusion type situation. I don't think she can affect people's minds I don't know. We really should call her and see what the limits of her abilities are.
Yeah.
We probably should have done that while we were there.
Also, probably not a bad idea to have that nice young lady who heal people, because just in case things get out of hand.
We never figured out if she could actually heal people though, because she just made a bunch of zombies.
Well, no, she healed people, but the problem was somebody
He healed the
stuck.
wrong people.
Well, somebody stuck the preacher with a.
But is it healing if
Reverse
they
jury.
become zombies afterwards?
Well,
We haven't
there was
figured out.
That's just overhealing.
We never
there
saw
was a
her
Cypher.
heal anybody.
Well, yeah, but the whole reason she was trying what she was trying is because she had been healing. Like we knew
Yeah.
that from.
There was a neck
Oh,
lozenge that made
yeah,
her
I guess that's a good
ability
point.
work backwards.
Yeah, there was a Cypher that
Oh.
reversed it. That's what we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
turn it off.
I think we've got to remember that gold is not potentially the only problem here. We don't know who his partner is or what they can do.
Mhm.
So if we take out gold, the partner may appear and do whatever the partner can do.
Well, the partner needs gold for something, at least.
Yeah, I mean, if we take him off,
Or else he wouldn't have. Yeah. So if we obtain gold in some way, shape, or form, then we would definitely draw the partner out.
I suppose maybe we try to draw gold out and use that to draw out the partner.
Yeah.
We need to find out what we're dealing with before we can really make any sort of plan about how to deal with it.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is we don't really know what we're dealing with, and future past other me wasn't much help with this book.
It's gonna be quite a lot of improvisation.
well, luckily that's where we excel.
I mean,
It's definitely
Yay.
where we're much stronger than planning.
mostly it hasn't
Yep.
gone completely terrible. But it seems like a lot to hang on, just winging it. Well,
At least we have the plan for drawing them out. That's the first step.
Yeah, we have plan A, where we have something that's very meticulously worked out and workshopped. Plan B, where we do something slightly different than that due to circumstances outside of our controls. And then plan 3 is whatever happens, happens.
As long as
Okay.
we have time, once we see them, once we draw them out, to then plan amongst ourselves of what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a thrown together plan, but
I am gonna, I think, go with my plan A, which is hope that there's something out there, and then just sort of, skip to the end. Maybe literally,
Yeah.
depending. We'll see.
do your thing.
Isn't that how every religion started? Hope that things happen and then everything's good.
I mean, yeah, but it sometimes actually works.
I mean, even if we had a way to make some, not necessarily a control collar, but some way to shut off whatever gold can do, that might be helpful.
So
Do we exactly know what he's doing? Or do we know that he's doing something?
Well, we know he's psychic, and that's his main thing.
Precognition, I believe, was most of what we figured out,
Yeah.
but we don't know if it's true precog or he can only recall or see tragedies.
Yeah. I remember I wrote down that we weren't 100% sure, but we were leaning towards that the limitation on his power, since everybody seems to have a kind of limitation, is that he can only see the worst possible events.
Yeah, but
Instead of
we
just
don't
all
know what he
events.
plans to do. We
Yeah,
know what
well-
he's able to do, but not what he's actually planning to do, right?
Well, no, we know he
gonna
he
kill all
becomes-
the psychics.
Yeah, he becomes famous as a prophet. He convinced the government to work with him, and they round up all the psychics and kill them. And that's kind of what kicks off the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, is there any
there-
chance that the partner who's like squishing together the timelines, maybe they're like exes, and like the other one's just trying to make sure that person who can see the future only sees bad future because it's just like petty. You know, like literally just ruining the universe so that he's stuck in a ruined universe.
That is very petty.
That is a new level of petty. I kind of like it. I'm not being petty enough in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Lots of people do not go to therapy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be honest, that would be the absolute perfect ending to a game that started with a Rombat.
yeah.
Crazy.
It's just a spat.
The Jilted
Sparrow would hate
apocalypse.
us if we went down that route. Sparrow would be so bad.
Speaking of which, we know that robot guy. Sure.
Yeah, we should probably get Echo to call him. Make sure that he's not gonna get petty on
I
us.
should call him.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just Cora
you
is
do
gonna
your
go.
thing.
Cora is gonna go ahead and wayfind with
Okay.
a target of, I guess
Marilo.
useful information about Mr. Gold's partner, and hope and see where that gets her. It's real vague, so she's expecting this to be
Mm-hmm.
a chore.
Useful information pertaining to Mr. Gold's partner. Okay. You kind of like you use your ability, and the world around you fades out as this web of interconnected causality appears before you, and you kind of like touch that one node that is this like the useful information about Mr. Gold's partner. And as you touch that one node, it kind of like lights up, and it does this like zigzag pattern, and you start following it, and you guys all see Cora, like her eyes go like very strange, and like one eye starts kind of like literally glowing with this bright light, and the other eye just like goes a dull gray, almost like it's been like concreted over, and she kind of like just starts off going, like walking. And you may, if
Is
you
she
wish,
bumping
follow
in
her. No,
things or
she's not
all
bumping
stuff?
into anything. She's literally like she is walking as if she seems not to be perceiving her surroundings, but to be perfectly reacting to the position of everything within her surroundings. Like she's going down the steps perfectly, like as if she were seeing them, but she seems to be like looking at a different thing.
Imagine a person like deeply engrossed in their cell phone,
Ah.
who is walking a path
Mhm.
that they have walked many times, only they
Yeah,
don't have a cell
yeah.
phone.
This is
It's
the
like it's
opposite
like one
end.
of those. What was the name of that? Like one of those Dr. Magoo or whatever they were called cartoons.
Mr.
Mr.
Magoo.
Magoo, yeah.
Yes.
Where it's like just like this guy who's completely blind and is just like walking, and the world is kind of like arranging itself so that he is safe. Or like any given cartoon in which like the standard characters suddenly have to take care of a baby that just goes walking somewhere. So yeah, and Cora starts off going. You guys are free to follow if you wish to, but she's headed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Victor has started
Definitely
paying
following.
attention and is
Yeah.
following.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alrighty. You follow, and this like the walk probably takes a good hour. And Cora leads you all to a graveyard, to the city graveyard, and stops in front
Lovely.
of a grave which is marked John Doe.
I thought we were looking for.
I think you're muted,
Murray.
Glitch, if you're talking to us.
No, I'm whispering to myself as I frantically
okay.
write down notes.
Okay.
I'm having another aneurysm.
Okay, I just saw the mouse
Oh
moving,
my-
and I was like,
Cora is gonna. Cora's just gonna take a minute and sit down and make some puppies.
"Yep."
Just sort of
Wait, are the
Just sort of-
puppies to dig up the grave? Like,
recenter. God, I hope not. It would be such wholesome mental trauma.
The exhumation puppies.
Rex will stand over the grave and just be like, Cora, what are we doing here?
I was just trying to find a way to, some sort of useful information about Mr. Gold's partner.
Is this him?
It is maybe,
John?
or could be just there's a coffin full of books that aren't corpses.
Do you want me to get the coffin out?
Wait. We can check. I think we can check the coffin first. Can I have a glow stick?
What?
Cora reaches into her bag.
Yep.
Dig up any grave.
She's like actively petting a dog with the other.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
this
just will
this is going nowhere good.
crack the glow stick and kind of just pace around a little bit and just. Okay, I really hope the force of gravity does not still exert itself on me when I try this. And he's going to take a few steps back, do a little run up, and just kind of
Hits the ground.
diving board leap into the ground.
Yep.
And he's going to try and mentally, he's going to try to do one of two things. Either mentally keep track of 6 feet and then try and let go of the glow stick in where he thinks the coffin would be.
Mm-hmm.
Or the second he sees light, he is going to try to stop himself in the coffin.
Such a good puppy. So good.
Okay.
He's gonna get himself stuck in a coffin.
This is okay.
As soon as it happens, Rex is like, I'm gonna have to dig him up anyway.
But at least he tried.
Yeah, so you kind of you dive into the ground and you guys see him literally start to sink into the ground and through it. And at some point, you track the 6 feet, you kind of there is a little bit of a change in literally the feel of what you are going through, which tells you that you are which tells you how that you are in a different material or whatever. And so you kind of stop phasing and let go of the glow stick and are greeted with a skeletal grin as you look directly into a skull mere inches from your face.
Looking around, is there anything other than a horrible skeleton?
Well, you don't see anything because it is a bit of a precarious, it is a very, it's not a comfortable thing to be lying on top of a skeleton within that skeleton's closed and buried coffin.
Who would have thought that?
This is sentences like that are why I love TTRPGs.
This is really gonna help the therapy.
You don't see anything because it's hard to see, but you do feel something hard in your lower abdomen area.
I swear to God, if I landed on a knife.
No, you would have. That would have.
Hoping that it's not a bone. Yeah, hoping that it's not a bone. He is going to try and angle himself as much as he can and see if he can get a look at it with the glow stick.
Yeah, you kind of shift around and it's very uncomfortable and weird and kind of you actually are kind of shifting the skeleton around a little bit and everything. And you actually kind of like look down and you see that the skeleton has kind of like been buried with his hands like this at his stomach. And there is a smooth gray metal cube in his hands.
Tungsten.
Oh boy, tungsten.
This is the
Victor's gonna
common
get a
variety.
phone call.
When has
Victor
anything
very
odd ever happened from
unwillingly
grabbing a
takes
shape?
out his phone to
Yeah.
answer, and is just like, I'm not sure I want to know, but go ahead.
Okay, so good news and bad news.
Just,
Good news, I found a cube.
is that the good news?
Yes.
Keep going.
The bad news, I really should think my stupid plans through. They
You can't get out, can
only
you?
end in no, I cannot.
Oh, that's what I thought. He like lowers his phone and just looks over at Rex. And just shakes his head.
Like cups his big,
You didn't
huge,
think about it.
stony hands and just starts digging into the ground.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it takes not as long as it would a normal person digging out a grave with their bare hands, but it takes a little while, and eventually you
I mean,
get to
even with a
point where
digger,
you-
it takes a little while to get those things
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, but it takes some time, and at some point you do get to the coffin. The coffin is made of a strange beige colored wood, and it seems to be seamless. There are no hinges or lines on it. No cracks. It's just like one smooth piece of wood. And as you kind of like come close to it, certain parts of the coffin light up in strange, kind of like jagged and edged runes.
Would I know anything about these runes? with my...
Yeah,
the
make
same
me
Magic
roll something. Let me find you. There we go. Make this is going to be an intellect task pertaining to magic lore. And you can also ease it by one. So because it's you looking at these, it's gonna start off as a level 5. You're specialized, so that lowers it to a level 3. And then we are going to lower it one more time to a level 2 because you are Hellborn. So without effort, it is a level 2 task, meaning that you need a 6 or higher.
All right. Well, I'll put effort in to make it a 0.
Okay, yeah.
I've got 2 edges in intellect.
Okay, so that is
So
going
this
to
will
be
cost
a
me
total
4.
of 3, actually.
3.
Because the first level of effort costs 3, and every subsequent one costs 2. So your
Okay,
total
cool,
would be
yeah.
5, and then you roll lower it by 2 for your 2 edges, so it's a cost of 3. Yeah, so you don't have to roll. These are sealing, protective, and trap runes, and they are hell runes. Meaning that this is actually the demonic language of hell from before the Tower of Babel fell. So it is one of those.
Jesse.
It is one of those very few languages in existence that can tap into the power of creation in a way. And these are runes that have been employed to seal the coffin, to ward off, like to protect the coffin from damage, and to trap anyone who might try to tamper with the coffin from the outside.
Oh, no. Am I able to tell how to undo runic protection?
Oh yeah, this is like if you This is for you. It is literally like activating a console in a foreign language, but knowing the foreign language.
Okay.
So you can just disable these, no problem.
Okay. All right. Good.
Oh god.
All right.
Activating a console with a well-designed UI.
Yeah.
We're like, Victor, tell Justice to brace himself.
I think you're gonna unwillingly. He's doing all of this unwillingly because he hates to be the middleman in this entire scenario. After everybody's just dug up a grave, he's like, "Access to brace yourself." I don't know for what.
Oh no.
Victor and Rex, please, both of you roll me an intellect task.
Why am I
This is
so-
going to be a level 4. Any power shifts toward intellect would be applicable, as well as any knowledge of magic.
Okay. So this would be a level 1 for me then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll it. So let's see.
I don't know what level it would be for me. I'm trying to figure it out. Hang on.
I got a 7, so I passed.
Okay.
I
That could look scary like a 1.
I have. I have to look through all my stuff again. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Let's see. You have an intellect power shift of 1. You have a magic training, so that's going to reduce it by 1. Then we've got learning something new is not going to be applicable here. I'm just so amused. It amuses me infinitely to see the ability fleet of foot on Victor. A, because he limps, and B, because it literally says fleet of foot, not fleet of feet. Like the one foot is fleet. Just the one foot.
Hopping along really
Just
fast.
love that. So I think without applying any effort, you would be at a level 2 task, which is a 6 or higher to succeed in.
Okay. Would my savant power shift apply here or no?
I don't know what you took with your specific skills for the savant power shift, and I think that is something that we have. I think that this is a conversation we have had several times.
Isn't it? I wouldn't know.
Because I don't know what you took with it. I mean, you are literally trained in something called NA, so this
I don't know what that is.
That is so very on brand for
I hate the way
Victor.
these are set up. I don't know what that's from.
Yep.
Okay. So with the intelligence power shift and the magic training, I have an edge of 2 in intellect. What can that get me?
An edge of 2 would reduce the cost of applying effort. So if you applied 1 level of effort, it would cost you 1, and reduce it to a level 1, which means that you would need a 3 or higher. Or you could apply 2 levels of effort at a cost of 3, which would make it an automatic success.
I'll do that.
Okay, so spend 3 from your intellect pool, yeah. So
My dice today.
Rex and Victor. Rex, you have definitely disabled all of the hell runes, but something seemed like odd about, like the spacing of it was odd. Like it was like looking at a page where a text should be written, but there are like these giant gaps in the page. Like someone was trying to be like geographically creative on the page, which is not something that Hell is known for. Victor, like the way you see, because you're not able to perceive these hell runes, but the way you see Rex kind of like move around and kind of like move his hand and kind of like edit them, you realize that this is not all. Like in order for things like this to actually work as defensive things, there has to be a certain sort of form and purpose to it, and there has to be a grid to it. So you conclude that the hell runes are not the only thing that has been placed upon this as protection. Like there is other magic afoot.
Not a feat.
Presumably, you tell Rex this before he tries to rip off the lid.
As Rex is like,
Yeah, Victor relays all that information in an elegant way that I won't
Yeah.
be able to. Have it in
Rex has like
ambulance.
rearranged the hell runes, and he's just about to like grab his hands around the side of the lid and just looks at
Yeah,
Victor like,
Victor's
no.
just like, no, don't do that. With like a slightly panicked look on his face. There is something else here.
Is the coffin still in the ground?
Yes.
Like, okay.
How much air you think you got in there? Been a minute.
Let's not think about that right now. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
sure he's
working
not
as
thinking
fast as
about
I
that right
possibly can.
Okay.
No, that would end well.
So it's like a analogy. It's like an analogy of a thing that makes sense for what I'm trying to say. So
It's like a
what if-
Pokeball.
well, is there, I guess, a way of maybe making things like, I don't know, maybe we can figure out what's there without actually seeing it, if we're not supposed to see it, but it might still do something. Gosh, do we have like a ladder or anything?
Yes, I am going to need to get closer. So either the coffin needs to be removed, which or I need to go down there.
I don't think we should move this.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably not. So someone help me find a way down to this coffin that does not require me to trip over myself. Please.
Rex will just kind of hold out a hand and be like, I can lower you.
Okay, makes me nervous, but all right.
Maybe, yeah, don't get burned.
Please don't drop
I
me.
think no, I can. I think that I can help with my ribbons. I think that I can hold
That's
things
probably
with
safer.
that. Probably. Fuck that. I have void wings. I just grab Victor, flap out my shadowy void wings, and fly him down. And yeah, just let me know. I'll pick you up again and then fly back up.
Thank you.
These are new, by the way. I love them. And then I wiggle
It
them.
is only 6 feet down, right? It's not
Yeah.
like a chasm.
Everything is a chasm to Victor.
Yeah.
This man has tripped over a
Yeah.
slight hole in the ground and ate shit multiple times. I wanna...
Not this time.
Yeah, so Cora's vague plan was to just sort of like try to use her general sense of weirdness to like sort of like a very slow like dot matrix printer. Like if she's just going like no, yes, no, yes, no, like
Yep.
someone just takes out a Sharpie and makes a dot.
Yeah.
She is trained in supernatural knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rex will just be standing over the hole, just waiting for something to go wrong so he can just grab
Yes, this
whoever
is
is down there. And
clearly
throw
a
him.
super fast process for people who are short on oxygen.
So the other thing protecting the coffin is, I'm assuming, the same kind of technology that Victor is very familiar with, because it is a magic and or technology and or both that he's used before. Yeah.
It is likely, yes.
Okay. Okay. That won't work.
Sounds like quitter talk.
No. In case that backfires, you don't want me to use that. Just saying.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think to do is to like, since Victor is knowledgeable in this stuff, to try to figure out what exactly like the protection is.
I
In order
also
to
would like to
then
say,
do
like,
all the calculations in his head.
I'm fully
Differently.
aware that this is probably just like an oversight or some sort of like assumption or miscommunication that has happened. But the thing that absolutely amuses me to no end is that Victor literally has an ability called hover.
Yeah. He
Oh.
doesn't want to acknowledge that he could have used what he had, mostly because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that's fine.
So
I'm just
that
like,
one's kind of
I
like
love
a
it.
last case scenario in case Victor really needs it, so that way I don't have to spend even more for my intellect pool, so that
Yeah,
I can use that.
that
for
is fair.
other, more
Although,
important stuff.
although in this I'm aware because we haven't like fully played the system, but it does cost 2 intellect points, and you do have an edge of 2 in intellect, so it's actually free for you.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. So we're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah. Let's
quickly-
not think about that. No. Yeah. So as you kind of like look at it and
Yeah,
try and Cora is like trying to kind of like identify where the things are and everything, you're kind of like starting to realize that the shape, like it is not a case of like that kind of like weird geometry thing as was with the collars of the dream slakes and with like all of the other things. So it's not a thing of like the casket itself being like constructed in a special way. This is literally an item that has been prepared out of a very special wood that would be receptive to these runes and to these magic things, and like kind of like amplify them slightly. And obviously like the hell language has been taken care of, but there's like this other bit of it that is, and as you're kind of like identifying it, and as Cora's kind of like pointing out, one should be here, one's here, one's not here, there's nothing here and everything, you realize that the pattern corresponds to many of the matrices that you were using to further your own experiments and goals back in the place that you were before. And you kind of like realize, okay, this is like, it's literally a lock. Like this is like the rest of this is not in any way, shape, or form dangerous. It's just a lock. It is a lock that has been kind of like jammed, sort of, in a way. Like it can be unlocked essentially.
Okay. Well, then that might actually maybe work. Could I make that work?
Yeah. Make me.
Are we voting? I vote yes.
Well, so I have. Tell me if I am overstepping my abilities with these ciphers, please, because these things can be so vague, and I use them to my advantage far too often.
As is the point of the system.
Would exceptional engine be something I could use here?
When I
like,
can
unlock
engine
it?
computer device program one piece of machinery exceptionally well for next minute level.
I mean, piece of machinery. We have described this stuff as science, so it looks like magic, but it is still science.
Preserving in the form of a earth battery. Yeah. You absolutely can use this. You absolutely can use this to kind of like make this work better.
Cool.
I don't like how he phrased that.
Because I mean, part of the description is a hacking program works faster.
Definitely.
And, that could totally.
Yeah. No. You can definitely apply this because, like we have established, there is like a little bit of that weird material and that weird metal that has come through along with Victor. Like you have found some bits and pieces of it. You've had some of it with you and everything. And this is a material that is exceptionally responsive and receptive to your particular like manipulations and machinations. However, the issue is that being within this reality and within this dimension strains that connection to a very tenuous and weak one. So applying this would absolutely allow you to like increase the attunement to that material, to that kind of thing, and be able to use it and command it more easily. And as like an added bonus, like if you did this, you would also like be able to kind of literally get the material that was used in making this lock for yourself.
Oh, I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
I am taking full advantage of the fact that we have called this stuff science that mimics magic.
Yeah.
Because science is Victor's area
Absolutely,
of
yeah.
expertise, and that is what he does is
Yeah.
science that mimics magic. So I fully have taken advantage of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you use the Cypher, I'm not going to make you roll anything. It's just going to work. And you can like add to your inventory some more of like the special other place metal or whatever we called it. Tungsten.
It's NA metal.
Yeah, exactly. It's NA
That's
metal.
what that
Yes, you're
skill is.
trained in NA. Yeah, it all makes sense. And yeah, you kind of like you guys see like Victor. What does it look like as Victor applies this cipher? Like, what does this cipher look like? What is it?
Oh man, I have to think about that.
Is it
So
like just
part
an
of-
aspirin?
Sorry, that got me. Well, part of what came with my equipment are wooden tablets marked with strange glyphs.
Yep.
And Victor has yet to kind of use those,
Mhm.
mostly because, well, he's hesitant to do anything.
Fair.
That have to do with his powers, because every time he sees something that is strangely like his own stuff, he's like, okay, well, I don't like that. Anyway, so maybe it would be one of those. It's like a... Because technically the special ink has been put into a pen at this
Yeah.
point. So he can use it either on his skin, like with the tattooing needle, or another object at this point. So I would think that he would be using the tablets as like a conduit
Mhm.
of sorts, maybe?
Yep.
If that's the right word. And instead of writing whatever he needs on his skin, he would then write it on this tablet instead to like enhance the effects of whatever he wants to get done. And then it could, like, I don't know, maybe it's made of the same metal, so it can suck up the metal so
Yeah.
that he has more of it.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. Yeah, you guys kind of like see Victor like pull out these tablets, and you realize that the tablets are actually made of a similarly colored wood as the one on the casket. And as you kind of like start manipulating these runes on them and everything, you guys see that like where there weren't any runes or inscriptions or insignia on the casket before, they slowly start to kind of like gain this shimmery kind of color. Everyone can see this. It's almost like it's like those rainbow colors that you get that reflect on an oil spill. And it's kind of like that translucence that kind of like slowly starts. It's almost like one of those weird like semi-liquid, semi-solid things when they start like going back up the bottle instead of going down. And that is kind of like the effect that it has, is it's kind of like slowly gets drawn up and into kind of like essentially the tablets, which kind of serve as almost a repository of this ink for Victor. And they kind of like all gather up in there. And as they do, there's like this loud crack as all of a sudden like the lid of the casket makes itself known, as it just kind of like opens up a little bit, and like the hiss of air goes in as this vacuum is broken.
Rex reaches down and just grabs Victor out of there.
A little warning next time.
Sorry, impulse
Are-
reaction.
Are you alive?
It's
Jesse?
fine. I just unlocked a lock. Oh.
Just you down there?
Just a lock. He's like, oh yeah, you
yeah.
don't know what any of this is. It is just a lock.
I heard a lot of stomping and then a hiss.
Try pushing
What?
the lid. Victor jimmied the lid.
It's unlocked now.
I will push the lid and hope nothing explodes.
Yeah, you push the lid open. And you guys see Jesse lying on top of a skeleton that is holding a cube in its hands.
Was that the cube you were talking about?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was distracted. He'll take the cube and toss it up to Victor. do you think I displayed the air that was in there, or do you think there's just a lot of air bubbles in my body now? And do you think I'm gonna have a stroke from that?
That was a lot of
No.
questions I wanted. I am not a doctor.
Everything will be
What?
fine.
Yeah.
That is what
yeah,
you're surprised about in this entire scenario, that I'm not a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
The bends are not a stroke.
There
they're-
are very, very
worse
big
than that.
differences between a doctor and a scientist. I am a scientist.
So you don't have a doctorate.
Not in medicine or anything health related. Do you think if I had those things, I would have an active limp when I walk?
Jesse, please get off the skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
Please bring me the cube.
Jess will scramble up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, what about, the show with Hugh Laurie? Like, he's a doctor and he's got a limp the whole time, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Holmes.
I don't know
you
what
never
either
watched-
of you are talking about.
This old house.
Oh, we there's so much media you need to
House
catch up on.
DR.
D, what is the date on this grave?
D, save us from our own stupidity.
There is no date on this grave.
No, there's just small letters that says, "Do not
Doesn't even
open
say
this.
when they buried this John Doe.
Do not open before
It just
Christmas.
says John
Do
Doe
not
in there.
open this, Victor."
What did you say, Ben? Sorry?
That would be
No.
great.
It doesn't say when this John Doe was buried.
No.
No, of course not. That would be too easy.
Is it an official graveyard where we are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, the city cemetery said, yeah.
Yeah, it's official graveyards have some kind of official documents.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
could
wanna
probably
make a
check the
video
records.
by
Is the cube like a drive? Does it have a hole?
Rubik's Cube.
Victor, make me a intellect roll. This is a level 3 task.
Where'd my dice go?
So
It's
your
not my turn to watch them.
I have intelligence, power.
intellect shift is gonna help. So you need a 6 or higher.
Would my magic training go with this? Or no?
Not in this.
Okay. Well, I don't like that. I got a 10.
10, awesome. You are familiar with what these are and how to access them. You are not familiar with how they are as much of a mystery to you as when you first encountered them. You've seen a number of these cubes previously in that other dimension.
Mhm.
And they almost seem to be like some sort of like this is the thing that had originally alerted you to the idea of like essentially like ambient technology or ambient kind of like essentially the idea of nanites in a way, because what these are sort of like memory cubes in a way, but they are not the memories of a specific individual. More than that, they are almost kind of like third person recordings of the events of the final couple of hours of any individual's death that happened within the vicinity of these cubes. And you know that to access these cubes would give you like a projection, like a holographic projection of the last couple of hours of the individual's life. But once that has been seen, the cubes kind of like essentially dissolve into a cloud of imperceptible little particles. You are unaware of how these things appear, why they appear, what the purpose behind them is, but that is you had not determined that there was any sort of like adverse effect to it other than just like it's a one-off viewing sort of thing.
Mhm.
And the other thing is that if they are autonomous and they literally like transform into these imperceptible particles, into like nanites type of things, it is very likely that dissolving them in this world is likely to mean that more such cubes would appear within the world if someone dies within them. Like you're essentially like you would be bringing these nanites into this world if they are not already in it.
The skeleton is human, right?
The skeleton is human, yes.
It wasn't some kind of situation where when the lid came off, Jess and the skeleton were side by side and they looked eerily similar, was it?
No.
Oh
Okay.
No.
Got a scream. Yeah, Victor would like look the cube over as he's like explaining all that. And there's I think obviously some clear hesitance when he's like, I can access this, but
Yay, it worked!
I don't know
Yeah.
if you want me to access this.
Oh, I definitely do. Do you want to do it here or back at the warehouse?
Okay, if we are going to do this, I need all of my equipment, which is at the warehouse. So we would have to go there regardless.
Okay.
But if I access this, I then how do I explain this in a way that doesn't sound like the thing that will start the apocalypse? I risk bringing this technology into this world in a way that I have not yet, if this is not already like a thing in this world.
But
It's
the
here.
thing is here, so it's
Yes.
already here.
As
So
a solid
you
form.
can't bring it here.
As a solid form. Its unsolid form is a completely other story.
Well,
I am not
Is
sure.
it a danger?
Not technically. As in, it won't have any adverse effects. It won't kill anyone. But, as I said, these things only record the last hours of a person's life before they die.
okay.
Then there's
that-
nothing too bad happening if you bring this thing in this world.
I still don't know if it could have negative side effects that aren't physical harm.
Sure, but that sounds like a you know,
Future us problem.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now us problem. Like,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Is
now
there a
and
way
then.
to like
Okay.
dimensionally contain this thing when you access it?
The problem is I don't know. I know a bit about these things. I've seen them before, but I still don't. Shocking, I know. Fully understand them.
I guess that's like me in hell.
So, I mean, if everybody is okay with it, I will unlock it, and we will view these memories. If
You have
the
described
I
it
do
as
want to
just
try and
unforeseen
find out.
consequences afterwards are all right with everyone.
Yeah.
I do want to try
Yeah,
and
worst
find out
case.
more about this person, this grave.
Okay.
Like,
Then we need to get back to my equipment.
Yep. Okay. You guys head back to the warehouse.
Should we like fill it back in or?
oh yeah, Rex will shovel.
Just kind of
No.
And put a flower on top or something.
Like it's open now, so there's a clear
Okay, yeah.
depression in it.
Yeah, as soon as we get back to the warehouse, Victor starts working on.
Yeah. Yeah, you get back to the warehouse. It is fairly easy to activate this. I assume everyone gathers to watch the projection.
probably get a cell phone out.
You see,
Oh yeah.
the cube kind of like it opens up in a way that like its middle kind of like slides out in and then like opens up, and then it sort of like assembles like it just like opens up really like brightly, almost like a satellite dish, and from this satellite dish this kind of like spherical projection appears, and within the spherical projection you see I wonder Someone roll me just like we're just gonna make this a luck roll, just a normal d20 roll.
Well, no one else said they were gonna. Yeet. So, remind me, is a nat 20 good or bad in this system?
A net 20 is excellent.
Good, usually.
Did you roll a nat 20 or are you fishing us
Yes,
and
I
rolled a
did.
nat 1? Okay. Okay. You see a man kind of like you see this very intricate sort of like almost like sci-fi looking lab. And you see this intricate machine being like made by this man who is kind of like going from place to place and like doing things like making adjustments and everything. And you see that after a while another man comes in, and with him are three others. And for a moment it looks like for a moment they're all kind of obscured from view, as whatever this thing is following specifically the man who is working in the laboratory. And as he's kind of like working around, he looks around and he says, you've come, excellent, it is almost done. It is where I think we are about ready to begin. And the guy who kind of like comes up, and you see that he and the other three are all, they seem identical. They look all the same. And he says, very good. And you are sure that it is going to work as we had wanted? And the scientist guy says, "Oh yes, absolutely. I have run all the calculations and everything. There is, like we had said, there is a certain small percentage of error that is bound to happen. We cannot get to the perfection just because all of the universes are imperfect, clearly. But we can reduce that entropy as much as possible to concatenate everything in such a way as to be able to make it uniform and finally accomplish our goal." And the guy with like the three identical guys behind him says, "That is very good. We have talked it over, and they are the ones who are going to provide for the machine." And the three guys kind of like are nodding, and they seem kind of like a little bit bummed out about it, maybe, but like they are nodding, and they said, "Yes, we've agreed that that is for the best." One of them says, there is no point for us. Everything, our worlds are the ones that are completely destroyed, so this is fine." And the scientist says, "Very well, very well. Well, then once you are ready, disrobe and step into the vats. And you can't. It is. It can only be biological material that goes into the vats. So disrobe and get into the vats, and we are going to begin. And he turns around to the main guy and says, "And we have." I have calibrated everything. You just need to step into the platform," and he kind of like points. And the machine in general, it just like looks like a lot of like almost like a Faraday cage type of thing with like lots of like different metallic sort of limbs that are not quite connecting in the middle. And there is like a platform in the middle of that where like he is supposed to stand apparently. And then on like basically in 120-degree like arcs, at each point of these 120-degree arcs there is like almost like a diagonally positioned vat that seems to have like a bed like indentation in it, and they are like open and like about ready to close. And so these three guys kind of like all disrobe and kind of like get rid of everything. Like one of them actually like literally like digs in his mouth and pulls out like a metallic tooth that he had placed in there, and like leaves it. Like they're very thorough with this. And then they each like sit down into the vats, and the guy says, "Good, good. So do we start right now?" And the scientist says, "No, no. It needs 2 hours to fully power up once they are inside. I'm going to start it right now." And he like types something in onto a keyboard, and the vats kind of close and fill up with this kind of like green liquid, and these three guys kind of like just go kind of like limp and comatose. They don't seem to be dead, but they seem to be like their chests are moving within this liquid, but they're like in there, and you see like this kind of like energy start to power up the machine, and as it's kind of like it starts playing that kind of like powering up, that like whirring, that like and he says yes, and it's excellent. I have programmed everything. It is ready. We are going to give you the ability to unite everyone, and this is all ready to work. Um, and right, let's go for lunch. And the two of them like literally just like walk out of the lab, and you kind of like you see this view kind of like remain focused on the lab, and some minutes later you see the guy who walked in with his three duplicates walk back into the lab and get up to one of the computers, and it's almost like as if these nanites that were recording this knew what they needed to record. They zone in, and the camera like observes the screen, and on the screen you see like the word unity, and you see him kind of like start typing, and the word unity blinks out, and suddenly two new words appear instead of it, and they just say steel wind. And he kind of like does that, and then kind of like essentially like minimizes that window, right? um and um and then he like goes out, and then there's like a cut in all of this, and then we see them coming back in, and the scientist goes to the computer and says, "Well, excellent. If you will go to the if you will go to the machine, to the platform, we can start, and we can finally achieve multiversal peace." And the guy says, "Yes, just a second. Uh, you know, looks are everything." And he kind of like pulls out like out of a duffel bag that he has with him, like he pulls out a robe, and puts this robe and this like cloak on, and then takes out a golden mask and places it on his face, and pulls the robe up and goes up to the platform. And as he's doing that, you see the scientist kind of like wave his head and says, I am going to miss you, you know. It's a shame. It's a shame I can't come with you, but it's all for the greater good. Um, right, let's start. And he kind of like initiates the sequence, and you see like this machine start to power up, and then these coils of like teal energy start like connecting all of the limbs of the machine, the top and the bottom limbs, and then it's kind of like starts spinning around almost like some sort of like it's just like a circular flux of energy. And then all of a sudden you see the scientist kind of like frown and look down, and he kind of like maximizes the window and sees that it says the steel wind, and he says, "Wait, what are you doing? Did you wait, we can't, we have to stop." And at that point you see the guy kind of like with the mask turned towards him, and he says, "Sorry, but no, i I need to make sure that this is going to happen, and pretty words are not going to make it." And the scientist kind of like starts to quickly type and start to kind of like abort it, and then you see another one of these replicas of these like duplicate people run um into the room, and like essentially tackle the scientist to the ground, and as they are fighting, the whole thing kind of like starts to blink and like blinks out of existence. Every single one of you may roll me an intellect level 4 task, which is related to recalling information. Intellect power shifts work, and anything that you have to do with either perception or like history or memory would also work.
Oh, okay. I'm specialized in perception.
Yeah.
Unless this is related to danger, I just have the intellect shift.
Then it's just a power shift.
Yeah, I'm trained in perception, and
That's
I
fine.
have edge of 4, so I will spend 3 on top of that and reduce it to
That's
0.
fine.
I think.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
I rolled a 19.
I have
Nice.
edge. Okay, so what was the original number?
4.
4. Okay, and you spend 3 points for the first
Yes.
effort.
Yep.
Okay, so I just have to roll a 3 or higher. 11.
Okay.
Got a 10, and I have a power
17.
Alrighty. You seem to be muted.
Lich.
Ah,
Hey.
because my dog was barking. I can use intelligence power shift. I can use. I'm gonna be honest. I know we've had this discussion. I'm pretty sure it was history and perception that I took when I took the
Okay. Yep. Okay.
because I couldn't think of anything else that I would take with those
you can
two.
use one of those. Like you can apply one more to that, so you need a 6 or higher, unless you're using effort.
Okay. No, let's just. I got an 11.
Okay. Excellent.
I rolled just a checking for a special, but I got a 10 on my needing a 0.
Alrighty. I think everyone succeeded, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Well, at first it's kind of like it's weird, it's strange. You're kind of like you get that like feeling of deja vu, and then at some point when like the duplicates start coming in, come back into focus, you recognize this guy. In fact, you've seen him in duplicate form.
I knew it.
On your first outing as a team.
Mm-hmm.
John.
This is
So
John.
One of the Joneses.
The Joneses.
Yeah.
They also had a steel wind with them when we encountered them.
Well, the Steel End was one of the apocalypses that we learned about in the future too.
Mm-hmm.
So is the inference here that John is Gold's partner, or that John is Gold?
Gold's partner is dead. That's who got killed. That's whose memory
Yeah,
we saw.
if we're saying the
Yeah.
replica specifically, it would mean he's gold.
Okay.
So, and the machine that's made to prune everything down to one specific direction, instead of it making the direction of sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, made it the direction of terrible nanite apocalypse.
Yeah, sounds
Was-
about right.
Was the machine in the footage the same as the machine that we have
No.
making us stuff? No. Okay.
In my defense, I didn't connect those dots because I wasn't here for that episode,
That's fair.
That is true.
or I would have probably connected those dots a lot sooner.
I'm sure the nanites
In
we
my
just
defense.
released have nothing to do with the Steel End or anything.
Victor said they were fine.
Victor
Yeah.
said he wasn't sure.
Victor said he could
You said
promise us
Victor
that they
said
were
it
inert.
wouldn't cause harm. He wasn't sure if there were any other consequences, though.
Well, an apocalypse
Yeah.
is harm.
You said there's no harm.
Yeah, but the
Virus
steel wind was already
good.
here,
Physical
so
harm to us. Don't blame this on me.
You know us.
When we first encountered
You knew
the
this was
Johns,
coming.
we did trace them, the ones that existed here, and there was 3 of them. right?
Mm.
I
One
thought
was
there were
from Japan
4.
or something, and the other 2 were the ones that we were with.
Uh,
I think it was Echo that found them.
yeah, I have no notes from
was-
session 1.
There was 2 that we talked with directly, and then they called. And I
Yeah.
think they had said there was a 4th one that they.
Interesting.
Mm.
I wonder if we have a way of getting back in touch with those Johns.
Well, last we saw, they were being arrested. I suggested they go to therapy since they wanted to kill each other, and that I don't know. That just seemed very weird.
Maybe we shouldn't have interacted with the Johns.
I was gonna say it was.
We kind of had to. They were causing a mess.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Yeah,
it could all
but-
just been
I was
to
about to
draw
say
us
something
out.
really mean.
Well, okay.
It
Wonderful.
wasn't until after we dealt with them that we found
You broke
You
off.
cut out.
Get out.
my Discord is just being all kinds of special.
Yeah, sounds about
It
right.
wasn't until after we dealt we became aware that Gold was aware of us at all.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
that's
I think to
what.
be fair, he wasn't
what-
aware of us. He was aware of Echo.
Well,
Yeah.
Depending on how his consciousness works, he might also be aware of the nonsense I did. So
guess the
me
question
and Echo
is-
definitely have targets on our backs from Gold, but I don't know if the rest of you explicitly are in his crosshairs.
He did contact us, or at least appear to us in that vision.
yeah, when he sent those dream things after us, and then there was the whole corporation that tried to get everybody arrested. Well, not
Also
everybody,
that,
to be
yeah.
fair. It was mostly Cora and Echo. I think they were gonna arrest.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, he might have seen me in the between universes place. I don't.
I guess
It
the
was-
question
Real confusing.
really is Mr. Gold one of the Johns we already talked to and acted stupid and incompetent was just part of the ruse, or does he have a couple of stupid, incompetent duplicates running around that he hadn't killed off?
They might just be running around. So Mr. Gold is clairvoyant. The Johns we dealt with could multiply. I don't know if that has any bearing on any information. I don't know. Just a discrepancy that just hit me.
Victor, make me a intellect roll.
God damn it.
It's...
As I'm in the middle of writing theories and notes.
This is defense versus aneurysm.
You said intellect?
It's gonna
Why
be
does this
a
happen?
level 5. We can apply your power shift, so it's a level 4. We can apply your magic training, so it's a level 3, and we are going to apply your training in learning something new, so it's a level 2. So you need a 6 or higher.
Okay. Got a 1.
Okay.
I need everything.
Well, honestly,
Can I use something?
What a perfect time for an
Too late to
intrusion.
use Is it too late to use more points from my intellect pool to make it free?
I'll allow it. It's a crucial part of the
Thank
information.
you. I don't care how many points I have to use. I'll use them all.
It is going to be 3 points of intellect that you need to use.
Okay, cool. I'm okay with that.
I'll allow it because it is an important discovery.
Okay.
The machine that you saw within this projection, this machine that did like the concatenation, as the scientist said, that is not a one and done machine. That is a thing that needs to be active to be working.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that a, like, I know how to destroy nanites with big magnets face, or?
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay. Victor will relay that to everybody.
Well, that's good. So we just have to find it and like wreck smash, right?
Throw it in reverse or something.
I don't. I do not know if it is
Does
going
that
to be
thing
that
exist
simple.
in this universe?
That is where we come upon an issue, because we don't know.
Isn't this the only one left though? So it's
Can
gotta.
you?
There is the in between. Multiple of this group have seen the in between spaces in those universes and have actively seen gold in those areas.
Which is essentially like
But also the
no longer the in between and more like the around. Since there's only one universe left.
but isn't like the in between like just entropy?
I'm not sure I would call it that.
Okay. I don't. Well, okay. Either way, he knows where it is because
If we capture him,
he
then
came
we can
from there, or right, so he knew where it was. But actually, screw it. Like, I've seen the thing. Maybe we should just try to go there.
Yeah, that couldn't hurt.
We could.
Oh, it could
certainly
hurt.
try. We could certainly try. I worry about the effects that it would possibly have on you trying
Yeah.
to find this thing.
Yeah, it could mean that I walk up to the guy's house, because he's got a, portal in his basement to it, or it's in his basement, or, yeah. So awkward.
Well, we could like put one of those little child monkey leashes on you and just keep you from going up to his house.
I believe in
Know where
you.
he lives.
Oh, we just go up.
I'm
to his
trying not
house
to have bad
and kill
ideas.
him. We can destroy his whole house. Who fucking cares?
Well, the
The
thing is,
neighborhood, probably.
we should probably
HOA.
try to get him to monologue about the thing so that we know if
Well,
like
I
just
mean-
wrecking it is going to actually fix things or just completely wreck the universe. Maybe we have to do a
mean-
thing.
Get me in a room with him. I can make him tell us.
We need him alive long enough for him to tell us exactly how this machine works.
But it'd be a-
Because if it is just destroyed and that does not shut it off properly, we have a
Then-
problem.
Yeah, that was
I
a
can shut
mistake.
it off properly if I know exactly what its capabilities, and if it can be shut off in a specific way. But we need him
Okay.
alive at least for a little while in order to do that.
I feel the plan coming together.
Really?
Yes.
There are more pieces in place than there were before.
Let me have this.
Like-
That is true, yes.
We know more. Yeah.
The plan
We-
now
we-
is
like,
a lot better than
I'm-
before.
There's
I
a
think we
puppy.
should try to corner him during the masquerade.
Yeah, like I think Remy's idea of drawing him out by being a fake gold, a pyrite would probably be a good call. And
That one took me a second.
thank you.
And maybe if we
But
can
yeah.
find it beforehand so that we know, and he thinks it's like super well hidden, then he'll be like, you know what? Haha, you can't possibly get there, so I'm gonna just tell you how it works. Is that happen in real life?
Well, I mean,
She must be very stupid.
people have a habit of telling me whatever I want to hear.
That's true, right? Yeah.
It's not a
Maybe
matter
that'll
of
work.
him being too stupid if he's incredibly arrogant and we can play on that. Like,
That
Yeah.
is correct, yeah.
I mean, I can make it bark like a dog if you want.
That
would
is
be
also
helpful,
true, yeah.
but, I mean,
I suppose the thing is, if he is clairvoyant, he always sees the bad futures, then he's probably seeing this bad future, right?
Well,
it's a party.
Maybe.
The problem with that is we don't know if this technically counts as one of those bad futures. Perhaps this is the good future, and he doesn't know our plan because this is the one where we win. We just have no way of knowing any of this information.
Victor, I did not pick you as the optimist.
I am certainly not. There is so much that could go wrong
okay,
in all of this.
it's not causal, right? This is Cora going down theoretical physics rabbit holes. Because the machine is doing the thing where it makes everything one thing, right? So stuff can't change, but the machine is outside of all that, right? So if the thing the machine is doing stop happening, then the future actually can change, because that's what it's doing. So it's not a thing that happens actually in time. It's just a shape that unfolds.
Possibly. I unfortunately won't know the answers to any of these questions until I talk to Gold, or in the same room as this machine.
Wait a minute.
I can not give you any details beyond that.
In that recording that we saw, he had the free clone Johns or whatever in the vats. Is the machine powered by Johns?
It certainly seems that way. It seems like it is powered by either humans.
it's powered by
or
individuals who
something
no longer
biological.
have a timeline they can go back to.
And it had to be, biological, he said.
It is definitely biological powered in some capacity.
Real gross way of doing physics.
It didn't seem like it had to be powered by.
No, he said that out loud.
No,
He specifically said
didn't have to be powered by people who don't have a timeline.
No, yeah, that part.
Oh,
They seem to be
right.
sacrificing themselves willingly.
Speculation.
Yeah, they said that they were okay with this because they didn't have worlds to return to.
So anyone, potentially, I suppose, could be powering it.
Why didn't they have worlds to go back to, though?
Maybe they had 37 apocalypses.
So they said peace. They said multiversal peace, which implies that what they had, because they were trying to get to multiversal peace, was multiversal not peace, like war. So maybe there was some universes getting destroyed, which is bad.
You can't have multiversal war if there's no multiverse.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which would be maybe worth not doing it, except that the whole Steel Wind thing, which we know is not the good ending. So we will have to do the whole omelet thing with, universes.
There's no way. I'm thinking about it too much. It has to be.
If anyone wants to turn on the puppy, let me know.
Jess will take the puppy, but he's petting it like that one Tom and Jerry dog pets the cat.
God! Like Lenny from and Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's like The duality of man, petting the
Yeah.
puppy like the dog from Tom and Jerry, or like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Like, wow. Okay.
But yeah, no, he just has it, and he's just petting it, and
Victor has once again disappeared into his own head and is just muttering to himself and writing things down because
I am going to say, like, I am going to, in a little way, honor that natural one that was rolled, and I'm going to give one further tip, but it is not going to. It might or might not help you. Like, I'm not going to expound on it, but there is more knowledge and information hidden in knowing that those 3 Johns were willing to sacrifice themselves because they didn't have worlds to return to, than you have so far divined from.
That's not helpful, D.
No.
It was a natural one.
wait,
That's what he said. So
The task was provide unhelpful information.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
not working as
Oh.
intended.
does Jess go off on a tangent?
I
And just
mean,
help himself.
is Jess ever
He
not on a
can't.
tangent?
He's trying to be better after the
Fair.
coffin incident, but also that was like
after
an
the
hour
coffin
ago.
incident,
So
that's the incident. The coffin incident is the incident that he's trying to be better because of.
right. Yeah.
look, his first impulsive decision led to him living 10,000 horrible lives. The
Yeah.
second one ended up with him being in a coffin.
It's not a high bar, right?
Yeah, it's not a-
have
yeah.
achievable goals.
Wait, talking about the coffin, why was it sealed in that way, and by whom?
Maybe because they knew it had the cube of bad times.
Yeah, they're covering their tracks like really fucking well.
Then why would they still have the cube? Wouldn't it be better to use the cube and dissolve it?
Well,
Yeah,
Or maybe
and
who?
invite
Maybe it's not.
the nanites.
Yep,
from...
but maybe it's not.
Yeah, but then
that
the nanites
someone
don't do anything
tried
to-
How about it's not that someone tried to hide the tracks, but it's whoever this John Doe is tried to keep this specific information from being destroyed.
They may. I don't like super love what this implies, but out of character, they. And this is just a theory, so please don't take it and run with it because I could totally be wrong. I have a bunch of theories just swirling around right in here right now, and all of them could be incorrect. They might not have been prepared for somebody who could unbreak the lock.
That's also true.
They might not have. Again, if Gold can only foresee bad circumstances, that might not have been a circumstance that was able to be like seen in a future because it might not have been something that was like super prepared for.
Yeah, but it's a lot
Because so
more
far-
work to seal it that way than just look at it and let it dissolve.
Yeah, but like at that point, if somebody tried to force it open, it could detonate with the wrong person opening it. That's why it's like a lock and a protection. Because if somebody did try to open it and wasn't aware that technology or magic or whatever it is was there, then they're gonna open it and like effectively.
No.
Rex,
Work
you know for a
themselves.
fact that the amount of like force of hellfire that would have emanated from that coffin if it were like activated would probably have leveled the entire cemetery. Like there would have been a crater left.
Yeah, that was some serious firepower.
Because
D,
like
was the,
that
was
could
the
have been the
scientist a John?
No, the scientist was not a John.
And we didn't recognize the scientist.
You did not recognize the scientist, no.
Did Remy record the projection, or is that a throwaway gag?
Yeah, I mean, I figured if we knew it was a one time, what Victor told us that, we'd probably want to.
Yeah. And no, I'm not going to be an asshole and say that the specificity of the hologram made it impossible to be seen by the cell
Yeah, it's
phone.
out of
You
phase
have
with
you
the
have the
camera frame
recording.
rate.
It ran at 62 frames per second, and that just hacked up with the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jess is going to come up to Remy, and it's like, you're good at like reading people emotionally, yeah.
Yeah, I know people.
So in the video, like when the Johns are getting ready to get gooped, like, is there any way for you to be able to like tell if they're like being forced to do this, or if they're like true believers in the nonsense, or like what's going on? Because I don't know. I was just thinking, like, if there was a multi-timelinal war, like what Cora said, and this Mr. Gold is the John taking charge, then he might be more like a chronal colonizer than like a survivor of a doomed timeline. And I don't know. Maybe he could have been forcing the other Johns to be doing that.
Possible. I do have training in reading people and intentions through body language.
From what you could tell from the way they were moving and everything, they weren't excited about it. They weren't into it, but they were accepting of their fate. It's like almost a little bit of an anti-hero moment. Like,
Grim determination.
yeah, they're doing it because they are aware that they have to do it, and like basically they have been also cobbled together from what they have like said. They've essentially been like successfully debated into acquiescing to offering themselves up for this task.
Yeah, I mean they didn't look happy about it, but they struck me as the true believing type.
I think that's good.
I wonder.
Okay, so wait, that means that they can be manipulated. It just takes effort. And yeah,
Anybody be manipulated.
well, yeah, but some people would be harder to manipulate than others, like Gold. But
Sure.
perhaps we wouldn't need to like find or even beat up Gold himself. If we find one of the Johns that are working on him, you might be able to like convince them to go behind his back.
We could really
'Cause,
do
like,
with Echo here to try and tell us if there's more of those Johns around.
Also, I guess the lady who could do the healing, like, how much do you think, like...
Are you wanting to bring back this skeleton?
I was just asking.
I mean, we don't know for sure. That seems like a big lift. But,
Like, she
I don't
didn't
know.
make zombies, right? Which is kind of in that direction. Like,
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, but
literally bones.
technically, those zombies were only made because of
because it
it wasn't
backwards,
the
right? Yeah.
Cypher, but there was something on the priest that like
Yeah,
negated
yeah,
the effects that were healing and turned him into a zombie, and then he turned other people into zombies. I believe.
And they were living when she
So-
treated them.
Yeah, I don't think
so
we
probably
could like
probably
replicate
not
the
then.
effects of
Okay.
that.
Okay, I have another idea that might sound stupid and probably is stupid, but it might lead some. I don't know. Maybe Rex could do a séance, like try and contact the guy's soul. Okay, no, look, there's the saying that hell is paved by good intentions. This guy wanted to do a good intention, and in doing so, has killed a literal infinite amount of people. So perhaps his soul is in hell of some way, shape, or form. And I don't know, maybe Rex can contact him.
You know, like,
Is that all
I
Rex's
hate to
powers
say
now?
it, but that actually all made sense.
Is that something that Rex can do that I just wasn't aware of?
Made a painful amount of sense.
I've never held a seance before.
Yeah, you've never contacted the dead from hell, so is that something that like Rex can do that I just didn't know about?
They sell Ouija boards at Walmart, so we can, like, they're in the games aisle.
I mean, I'm not the king of hell yet, but I do have this connection. So maybe.
So is that how the timeline with him started? The bad one?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
This could be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can try. But, what harm could it possibly do me contacting Hell?
And that is, I think, the perfect ending to this episode.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's see, what plans do we have?
No, probably not
We have-
Jesus.
Probably not.
We have
Jesus,
go
no.
up to Gold's house and burn it down. We have get Gold in a room alone with the Remy. We have Seance. And we have the Masquerade.
I mean, those could all happen at the same time.
They could all happen.
And hopefully one of them will work.
No, they'll all be tied together.
Oh, yeah.
I have faith.
They can't all lead to the bad
That's
thing
good.
that he's going to see.
Look, if we cause enough bad end states, they'll eventually cancel each other out.
That's clearly not how that works. There were 37 different apocalypses that happened.
Yeah, but they didn't
One
happen
was
at
joined after
once.
the other. None of them negated each other out. They all just happened in consecutive order. So
That's
that's
true,
not
they
even
all-
close.
Well,
to how
yeah,
that works.
consecutive order is the problem. You gotta trigger them all at once.
That's
Oh,
not.
God.
I mean, that's a theory.
John is a liability.
You just now found that out?
Now?
Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, let's do ourselves a round of outros, and we will cover some of the nitty-gritty things out of our game and finalize the details for our big gala, which is actually going to be happening in January. We're going to take a little bit of a Christmas break for the holidays for everyone to, rest up, relax, think of new theories, have mental breakdowns if they need to about the plot of this game. In the meantime, let us tell you who we are, where we are, what we do, and all of that good stuff. And we are going to go. This is the wrong button to click. That doesn't matter. We are going to go in the same order as we have started. So, Alice, who are you? Where can we find you? And let's see which one of these commands we
I'm
have.
Alice, luckily still awake. You can find me on, let me think, Blue Sky, Itch, Discord. That's it. Under, Alice Williams. And on Itch, you can see my maps and beautiful things. And on Blue Sky, you can see my brain dropped in text version.
Alrighty. Then let us move on to where's my thing? Ben.
I don't think the thing is working.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. I think Mike just hasn't done one for Alice. Let me check. Yep, he just
Oh.
hasn't done one for
Yep.
Alice.
Rude.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Ben Newbon. You can find me on Itch and Blue Sky and Discord also, all under the handle Ben Newbon, no spaces. I write and design tabletop games, and I also produce my own actual play using one of those, Cybertopia, which features D and some voices from this cast on here for NPCs occasionally. So that comes out next episode's on Tuesday coming, so like 3 days. It's a really really fun show. It's like cyberpunky future kind of thing, and yeah, probably next year I'm going to finally get around to rewriting the rule set for that game. So that's coming. I
Second
a
edition.
few months
let's
ago
go.
did a second edition of my other game, Overgrown.
Camel
So
Hawk.
second edition Cybertopia has to come eventually.
Absolutely. Awesome. Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. Better known as Soulbind most places on the internet. You can most easily find me at my card, soulbind.co. Links to all my socials, my VO demo, from actual. And the next time we record this, I will be in my new vocal. So super excited and in debt. So yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. Glitch.
None of the theories I'm coming up with in my head have tangible lines that I can follow, and I hate it. Hi, I'm Glitch, the resident note taker that's losing their mind. You can find most of my stuff on my card.co, which is glitchchaotic.card.co. All of the current projects I am a part of are either on there now or will be in the next week because I am currently just revamping everything and fixing everything up. And reorganizing all of my stuff. I should be back to streaming starting next week. I may go up to 3 days instead of 2. So it might be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Just so I can really get in the gear of things and make my way towards Twitch affiliate. Wednesdays we will be playing through Marvel's Midnight Suns. Fridays we will be playing through Hades 2. Since the 1.0 came out, we will be playing that to the completion of the story, maybe until 100% completion of all of the achievements. I haven't decided yet. Monday, I don't know what we're going to be playing. I have to find a game that I'm willing to play on Mondays. Maybe that's when I start my Kingdom Hearts 100% completion run through, is Mondays.
There you go.
I think that's it. Not that it's sponsored, but if they wanted to sponsor me, all of my art from here on out is going to be on Unveil. If you guys don't know, Unveil is a fun little new like art social media platform. I am having fun with it. You can make like worlds and stuff. So if you want to see any of either fan art of Victor for this campaign or fan art and character sheets of my book or my fanfic, all of that is going to start being posted on there. So definitely go follow me there. I am Glitched Art on Unveil. So definitely go check me out.
Awesome. John.
Hello, it's me, the problem. If it makes anyone in the audience or in present company feel any better, my bullshit has given me a headache. But yes, I can be found here on Would Be Heroes on just about everything. Two of the everythings are games I run, a monthly game of Break and a bi-weekly game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Some of the individuals here are also in the Break campaign, so that's fun. I can also be found on my podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, where we are currently running a Beacon campaign set in the world of Final Fantasy XII, as well as a upcoming game using the Manifest system. Let's see, I believe D is in both of those.
Yep.
I can also be found on my friend's stream, Bore Immortal, where sometimes we stream, sometimes schedules hate us and we cannot do anything. I draw for money. If you have too much money and not enough draws, I can help rectify that. And I am currently looking off to the side as though I have anything I'm looking at. I'm going to say that's me.
Alrighty. Which brings us up to Dora.
Hi, I am Pandora Beatrix, as far as I know, and I have played Coraline Templeton, the person from Minnesota with weird powers and bad ideas. I can be watched from a distance on mostly on Blue Sky at pandorabeatrix.com, which, as you might imagine, is also a website you could go to if you wanted to see some not working voice sample links and an out of date sort of yeah. Anyway, I'm still doing stuff though. The Modus Files, the podcast that I have been most often heard in, is going to have a new bedtime story interstitial episode coming out soon for the character Shadow. I will be able to be heard in that very briefly, and then not long after that, season 4 will begin, the Ballad of Trader Red, which is going to be all new and all all weird stuff. So stay tuned. I'm also in Store 236, a mockumentary style podcast about a value store that has some interesting employees, and that's all I can really say. But episode 4 is about to come out, so there's a bunch you can listen to already, and there's a lot more fun stuff to come after that. Yeah, I think that's about it. Love ya.
Awesome. And last and most certainly least, I have been Dear Night Wonder. I have been your storyteller for tonight. And you can find me on, I have a link tree which has all of the links. You can find me on all of the socials and here on Twitch under Night Wonder. That's Wonder with an O. You can find me in Ben's Cybertopia podcast playing Toby. You can find me in John's pod playing Corvin, the Inexorable Epitaph, and also Ben Stevenson, a cowboy with guns named Rose, Blanche, and Dorothy, and a horse named Steve Benson. And you can also find me all over the place doing all sorts of stuff. Most of all, you can find me 3 times a week on Twitch, twice in the evenings European time, and once on Sundays at 11 a.m. European time. Currently, the games that I'm playing we are doing another attempt at an honor mode run of Baldur's Gate 3. We are doing we have embarked upon the long journey that is going to be Mass Effect Legendary and Mass Effect Andromeda. We have just started the very first game. And finally, currently we are we are close to finishing up a second Malkavian run of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which I'm having a lot of fun with, after which there will be some other game which the community will vote for. That has pretty much been all from us. We are going to raid out. Please stick around for the raid to show some love and attention to our next target, so to say. That will be all. Remember, be kind to yourselves and to others. We all love you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.